Hey, what's up, everybody? So a lot of people think that they have to be miserable or they aren't really trying very hard to work toward their fitness goals. They think that their foods have to be things that they don't really enjoy, that they just kind of deal with, and that their diets have to be chicken and just, broccoli and brown rice. Make sure you don't have that white rice, it's that kind of thought process. And I think it is also that kind of thought process that is not only not true, but also just is what derails a lot of people's progress because they feel like I have to do this perfectly. It's 100% or nothing. What I like to encourage people to do, like I talked about yesterday, is to think of their food in terms of not good and bad, but in terms of frequency, what you want to have as an often, as a sometimes, as an occasional food, and how to do that, and what you want to focus on as the often foods are foods that are whole foods that have one ingredient, that are naturally occurring foods. You want to focus on those, but what I like to suggest is the 80-20 rule that you've probably heard of, but maybe not know what it means. It means that you get 80% of your foods from those sorts of foods, those sorts of whole foods that have like one ingredient. Try to get 80% of that, make those your often foods, and then the other 20% do whatever you want with. Like leave some room to have, that cake that somebody brings to work, or that stuff you see in the store that you just really want, whatever it is, or that you don't just see in the store but that you want so badly that you actively go to the store and get it. Those kind of things. Set it up where you're not going to feel like you failed for that. Set it up where you make room for that. Because the truth of it is, we are selfish creatures, and that applies to our diet as well. And if you hate the diet that you're trying to stick to, it is your adherence to it over time is going to suffer because of that. But when you allow room and aren't overly restrictive, like that, when it's not 100% or 0%, but you allow it to be an 80-20 type of thing, or a 75-25 type of thing, whatever, get close to that. Don't even be overly restrictive with the 80-20, focus on that and see what happens. I guarantee you that you will make progress for longer and won't drop off as quickly as you normally would if you just tried to change your whole life in a day.